Good morning, guys. For those of you who live up in the Worcester area and you need your car, truck, or Mini Cooper worked on, head to Greasy's Garage. They can fix whatever you got. Just ask for Pete, Greasy's Garage. And as Pete says, and by the way, he always carries Bear's products. And as he says, Bear is a genius. You get better gas mileage, you get more power. It's incredible what his products do. And if you want to learn more, give David a call at 615-854-3057. And then for those of you who would like a cool t-shirt, sweatshirt, go to libtardtees.com. Okay, let's go ahead and dig into some of the news here. Let's start with Gateway Pundit. Their top story is still Jim Jordan telling Fauci, here's how it works, Fauci. I get to ask you the questions. And Jim Jordan and others, they have to play by the congressional rules. If they don't, then they can be expelled. And when you're not in control of the House, and the Republicans are not, they're getting close, but they're not there, then that means the Democrats can expel you for bad behavior. And so it's just the way things work there. Anyway, Democrat lawmaker and stooge claims packing the Supreme Court is infrastructure. Look, that's all these Democrats. You can't hardly find me a Democrat that isn't a stooge. You can't find me one that isn't, and a rhino, the same thing. These are just prostitutes. That's all they are. They're not there for their brain power. They're there to do as they're told to do. The Biden administration appears to ignore potential danger of vaccinating those previously exposed to the COVID-19. Look, they don't care about anything. These are not people who care about this country. I don't care if you're talking about the border. I don't care what you're talking about. It doesn't matter. These people are the enemy of the state. Period. Along with the media, along the TV media, that is, and out in Hollywood. It's just the way it is. These people are the enemy of this country. And then 8 dead in mass shooting at Indianapolis FedEx facility near the airport. And then the shooter kills himself. Number one, may those 8 rest in peace. And to their friends and family, my thoughts and prayers go out to them. And as you all know, as I've been saying all morning long, I don't believe in a quinky dink. I don't believe in a coincidence. I just don't. What we're seeing with all these mass shootings has been, these people have been unleashed by the deep state. And then it was all a setup. Even New York Times admits police ordered to stand down on January 6th, yet the DOJ and the FBI harassing and indicting innocent Americans, proving they are corrupt. And we've known for quite a while what happened on November 6th. Or on January 6th, rather. We know what happened. We've known for a long time. We're not stupid. We keep up with what goes on. And then Epic Hero rep Mark Wayne Mullen absolutely destroys dirtbag Chris Wray over the FBI double standard on targeting conservatives versus Antifa terrorists. You know, I don't know what Chris Wray is. White hat, black hat. To me, he looks like a black hat. To me, he's one of many people who belong behind bars, but we're not going to know a lot of this stuff until it's all over with. And then Red Francis tells his flock sharing ownership is not communism, but it is pure Christianity. No, it's not. It's sheer stupidity. Look, it's just, this guy, he's a hardcore communist. Anyway, Joe Biden pushes debunked conspiracy in latest executive order to target and threaten Russia. Liberal law professor calls Democrat effort to pack the U.S. Supreme Court a hostile takeover. I think that's Turley. I'm not sure. Texas youth baseball team requires kids to get COVID vaccine to play in tournament, but they're too young to even qualify. Everyone's going to make up their own mind. Everyone's going to see what's going on and then determine whether it's for them or not. And then 70-year-old Mexican woman badly beaten on LA bus. by a racist black woman who thought she was Asian. Oh my word. This poor woman. I mean, these people have been unleashed. I mean, for that part of the black community that is prone to violence, and you know who I'm talking about. Yeah, it's all like all the gangs. These gangs have been unleashed. And it's not just the black gangs. They've all been unleashed. They've all been told, join Antifa, do whatever you want. We're not gonna do anything. Chicago street gang Latin Kings threatened to retaliate against police after shooting death of 13-year-old little homicide Adam Toledo. And I mean, once again, it's like it's not just the black gangs that have been unleashed. They all have been. It says on Thursday night, Chicago police released extremely graphic body cam footage of a police officer shooting a 13-year-old gangbanger. An unidentified police officer fatally shot 13-year-old Adam Toledo on March 29th. Chicago officials only released the video on Thursday night. And so if you want to, go to the Gateway Pundit and you can look at it. And this woman agrees and tweeted about Chicago PD is scared the Latin Kings are going to retaliate for the death of a 13-year-old baby. And yeah, they should F shit up. This is someone's baby you took. You know, I mean, people think 13 years old, oh man, how can you? But you know something? These kids, they start gangbanging early on, very early on. Moving on to, let's see here. What else? Hillary's attorney, Mark Elias, inserts himself into the Arizona Senate audit of Maricopa County. Is using his massive network to broaden his attack. What are they hiding? They're hiding a lot. They're hiding the fact that they cheated like crazy. And voice of privileged Chelsea Clinton calls on Facebook to ban Tucker Carlson video after his takedown of Fauci goes viral. She's going to prison, by the way. Of that, there is no doubt. I don't have any doubt about it. In other words, yeah, and let me reiterate. Either Trump and the military come in, clean everything up at some point, or we do it. At some point, we do it. The only thing holding back the American public right now is Trump and the military. The idea that they're actually going to do something. And so that when the hope of that goes away, that's when you're going to see the American public begin to act. So to President Trump and the military, we're all rooting for you to do this. We want you to do it. The sooner the better. Moving on to let's go to Zero Hedge here. That's just my message to them each day. Let's see here. Rabobank. What's the point of no return? I keep asking myself, what's the point, and also, what's the point of no return? Well, we're going to find out, I guess. University of Michigan sentiment disappoints in April. Inflation expectations spiked to a 9-year high. 544 billion in options expire today. That's a fair amount of cash. Fair amount of money there. Is China preparing a gold-backed yuan? Beijing greenlights purchases of billions in bullion. China has suddenly given domestic and international banks permission to import large amounts of gold into the country. Interesting. All U.S. states ranked from best to worst according to Americans. Let's see here. Yeah, in the best states, they're all run by Republicans. Norway's health experts recommend banning AstraZeneca jab as Nordics get cold feet. What else here? U.S. housing starts rebound to highest since July 2006. Let's see here. Morgan Stanley reports record earnings. Stock slides on surprising 911 million Archegos loss. Let's see here. Diamond's detached view of economic realities. Most of these guys at the top, of these major companies, they do have a detached view of economic realities. They have a detached view of reality, period. Bitcoin tumbles as Turkey bans cryptocurrency payments. I'm just going to warn you, the day that cryptos tank, it's going to be ugly. Let's see here. Insiders are sending a pretty clear signal about the stock market and the economy. Immediately apparent that the top executives, along with directors and 10% shareholders, have rarely been as aggressive in selling or disinterested in buying as they are today. 8 killed in shooting rampage at Indianapolis FedEx facility. I've been talking about that this morning, and may they rest in peace. It says, I saw a man with a submachine gun of some sort, an automatic rifle, and he was firing in the open. And then what else here? Shut your mouth. Maxine Waters blasts Jim Jordan during angry exchange with Fauci. It says, what is low enough? Give me a number. What metrics, what measures, what has to happen before Americans get their freedoms? And Mad Maxine, as we know, she has a lot to hide. Let me see how much time I got. Enough time here. Chinese grads are paying up to $12,000 for an inside track at Wall Street jobs. Let's see here. And then if the Nordic countries are socialist, so are these three. It says that, in fact, thanks to their low living standards, high rates of unemployment, and stagnant incomes, extreme liberal, ultra-nationalist, right-wing movements have thrived in every single one of these countries. And you know, so it's going to continue to. Let's see here. I'll come back to that and say which ones are which. Einhorn, the market is fractured and in the process of breaking completely. You need to listen to that, because usually sooner or later they're right about what's going on. The complex global supply chain of semiconductors explained in one chart. Yeah, there's having a lot of chip makers are having a rough time for some reason. And then the EU stunning green hypocrisy. At least Trump was honest about targets. Yeah, these guys are not. And then let's see here. I'm looking. Let's see. Finland ranks in the top 10 on the World Bank's Ease of Doing Business Index. And then let's see here. But if progressives argue that Scandinavia is indeed a socialist region, then they must admit that the following countries are just as, if not more, socialistic: Italy, France, and Greece. And yes, they are, and others are becoming just as socialistic. But that's going to reverse, I believe, and not too far down the road. Anyway, that is all for this morning. Let me see here if there's anything else here. Let's see here. A little common sense. Am I going crazy? My government is coercing me to be jabbed with unlicensed experimental gene therapy for which they and the manufacturers take no legal responsibility, which prevents and cures nothing, invalidates my life insurance policy for a disease I don't have. Think about that one. Think about that one. Have a great day. God bless y'all, and have be safe. Be safe out there. And I will see you early this afternoon. Bye-bye now.